but there's just not much of it really. When you look down there, Overcat 302. Hello and welcome back to the channel. Remember to like and subscribe as always. Hit the bell to get notification of our videos. We're trying to aim for a video every Monday and Friday. So today is one of the best days of the year. We've got the mower on and we're going to start mowing our silage today. So unlike last year where we had about 50 or 60 acres of our own to cut, this year we only have about 20-25 acres to cut, so a lot less. But anyway, let's get out there and let's get cracking.
Chosen one.
Right, okay, so we're now in the field. You would have just seen we had to drive through the field that our cows are grazing in to get to this field, which is a bit of a pain. It's the only way to get here. Like I said, last year we had about 50 to 60 acres of silage to cut, and you guys who have been watching the channel for a while, you'll know that we don't keep animals during the winter. We just have store animals during the spring, summer and autumn, and then we sell them. We're not making clamp silage because we don't need a clamp, and all we're doing is creating round bale silage, and normally we'd sell quite a few, but this year, because there's been no rain yet, this grass that we're going to be cutting now will probably all get used up. And again, because there's no rain to make the grass grow, we're very limited on grass. Because there's no rain, we're doing a lot of grazing and there's not much grass here, so we can't afford to lose any other grazing fields to put into silage. So we've gone from about 50-60 acres down to about 20-25 of round bale silage. And if you watched our mowing from last year, you would have seen the length of the grass. This is what we're dealing with this year. So there's not much here. It does get thicker out in the middle. If you watched the last video, you would have seen Ryan doing a little bit of a talk about the grass we've got here. It's completely organic, so we don't put anything on it. But maybe we might have to start doing a little bit of fertilising to try and get a bit more grass. So this here is our Pottinger mower. It is a 2023 Novacat 302. So this is its third season. We brought it brand new in 2023. This is its third season, and it's been really good for us. At the end of this video, there will be a video pop up on your screen of when we picked it up. Chris from TH White's talked us through it for about 20 minutes. It's a great video, just showing us how it works. So I've got it set up. I think I might tip it forwards a little bit more so we can get as much grass as possible. Normally you want to tip it back so you're not digging in, but we might tip it forwards a little bit just so we can get a little bit more grass. I'll get it set up and then I'll get back to you and we'll look at the swath. Right, so that's once around the field, first headland done. It does get thicker as you go up there, which is good. Up there is almost what it should normally be like, but I'm just looking at the swath. So just pull it across, kick it across. Obviously it's not a very thick swath here. Would like it to be thicker, but we're just making sure it's cutting all the grass and not digging in too much. I might just tip it back a little bit. It might be digging in a little bit too much. But it's cutting everything. Like I said, especially in the next field, it gets very ruggy in the bottom, so we wanted to tip it forwards a little bit in order to be able to get under that rug and be able to pull some of it out. Pull the mower back a little bit and then we'll move on to cutting again. But the blades are looking good. Hasn't damaged anything. No. Yeah, right, so I'll tip it back a bit and then we'll get going. Right, so we've been cracking on quite well. I did tip the mower back a little bit and I've just finished the headland. Now the weather has affected everyone, not just for grass grazing animals, but definitely arable. Because there's no rain, nothing's able to grow and get to where it normally is, or what you'd expect it to be. So it probably will affect everyone quite a lot. For example, us, we can't sell any silage this year because, well, like I said earlier, we'll probably need to feed all of this, just because there's no grass growing for our animals to eat because of the amount of sun we've had and lack of rain. And then again, it's going to have a knock-on effect in terms of, because most people are in the same position, they'll need to feed silage themselves. There's going to be a shortage of like silage and hay that people can buy. So silage and hay that is for sale, I can imagine is going to be very expensive this year. So everything just has a knock-on effect really because of the weather. It's nothing we can change, but because of that factor that you can't control, it's going to affect the price of silage, straw prices, because the wheat and barley straw hasn't been able to grow as tall as it normally is because of there being no rain to help push it on. I bet the price of straw is going to be pretty high as well this year. Anyway, let's get on with the mowing. Like I said, I'm onto the land work now. It doesn't take that long, especially with this new big mower that we've got. We can get over the ground quite quickly. So anyway, let's jump into a time lapse of me finishing this field. Right, so that is field complete, and yeah, there's not really much here at all, unfortunately. But yeah, we will get packed up and we'll head into the next field. Right, so it still isn't amazing out here, and we've definitely had thicker crops off of this field before, but this is a bit thicker than the last field, so hopefully we can make up and get a few more bales out here. So I've made a bit of a start out here. I've done 6 times around the field, and I've struck out my land, as we call it, and then I'm going to work off a bit. And it's actually thinner out here than it was in the other field. I thought we might have a bit more grass out here, and I think Ryan did as well. So did Dad. I thought there was going to be more grass out here than this. This is pretty poor, to be honest. But like I said earlier, it's completely organic. We just cut it to clear the fields, really. And normally we're able to sell the silage, but this year we haven't got much here. But anyway, let's jump straight back into a time lapse and finish this mowing.
Why did you tap like on the photo of this fat girl? I need you by my side, but you better text her. Don't talk to me, I'm a resentful bitch. Don't flip my tape, you aren't even worth it. You aren't even worth it. I mean, good to you. I mean, good to you. I mean, no woman star loving yourself. I mean, good to you. 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 Why did you tap like on the photo of this fat girl? I need you by my side, but you better text her.
Right, so that is field complete. They're the 2 fields we're cutting for ourselves. If you want to see more mowing, we will be doing some mowing for a neighbouring farm in a few weeks' time. And they've got a lot more grass than us because we're cutting all their hay, and we might be tedding it as well. I'm not 100% sure. And then we'll be carting their bales as well as all of these when it gets made. Yeah, I've definitely seen thicker crops. I mean, that's some good young grass, but there's a lot of rug in the bottom here, which we're sort of pulling out as well. But yeah, the mower's done a good job. It's a nice clean bed, but there's just not much of it really. When you look down there, I mean, it's all right. But I mean, normally we cut in sort of July or June sort of time, and make sort of haylage, as opposed to silage, which is sort of a mixture between hay and silage. But yeah, this year we're making silage, and obviously we're cutting it in May to give it time to make, because like I said, probably gonna have to feed most of it to our animals. But that is going to do it for today's video, so make sure you like and subscribe, turn notifications on so you don't miss one of our videos. We're trying to post every Monday and Friday. Make sure you follow us on Instagram at Mitchell's Farm, and until next time, hope you enjoyed the video, and goodbye.